It's been 6 years since Southampton were last at this stage of the FA Youth Cup, the Under-18s. But they're here now, the fifth round, the last 16, and a place in the quarter-finals awaits the winners. Away at Preston North End, it is Southampton against Fulham, and it is live on YouTube, Facebook, and on the club website and app, southamptonfc.com. A very good evening from St Mary's Stadium. I'm Ian Wilding, and we are just minutes away from kick-off here in this game. A big game tonight for Southampton, who've got a good-looking lineup out there tonight. They've got some strong players, and we'll go through the side in more detail in a second. But the incentive is there for Saints to try and progress through further in this competition. Having beaten Coventry, having beaten Aston Villa, can they get past a strong Fulham side who've been going pretty well themselves this season? Thank you very much for watching this evening. Hopefully it's a good game tonight, and just a reminder that if it all stays level after 90 minutes, we will have extra time, and if it still can't be decided, penalties. Last season, Southampton went out at the third round stage at the first time of asking a Cadamartri goal for Sheffield Wednesday, and then the win last season by 1-0. It was a surprise win. Can they get the job done tonight? So Southampton's side looks like this. They've got Mohamed in goal, a back four of Sonny Davis, Armitage, Lett and Magoma. The very highly regarded Dibbling and Amo Amayo out wide, with Squires and Bragg in the middle, and Ballard, who has been nominated for January Player of the Month for the B team, having scored 4 league goals in 3 games to send the B team to the top of the table, goes up front with Kamari Doyle. On the substitutes bench for Southampton, with Arsmond off, Lapaulo by up front. Callum Osman, the number 10 for Fulham. Their substitutes: Kaiser, Kwasi, Olliott, Park, Cuoco, Amissa and Ali Waid. See if Saints can get the job done here tonight. There's been plenty of drama involving Southampton games this season in the FA Youth Cup. They won in the last pretty much kick of the game in their match against Coventry in the third round. Early chance here though for Fulham, back towards McCoy Splat. And here's Araujo for Fulham to Charlie Robinson. Here's Araujo. Tries to put Armand away. It could be in here. An early chance. And it's played back, and it could be taken advantage of here early on. Well, it nearly was from Lapaulo by. Nearly took advantage inside the first minute here. Was a touch played back there originally from Bragg, and then a run forward that was played across. Magoma was the player who played it forward. He found Amo Awayo, who played the ball back, and then Lapaulo by just couldn't quite find the finish after turning the goalkeeper. Mohamed in goal. The Saints looking to regroup and get the ball away. Magoma kicks off his man and wins a throw for Southampton. Joshua Lett back to the goalkeeper. Mohamed goes long. It's Magoma. Given away, works. Be an interesting first 10-15 minutes to this game. Both sides trying to work each other out. There were lots of goals in the game when they met earlier on this season in the league. It was Fulham who won by 5-3 then. They meet again in March. Is Osmond. Chance here for Gordon. And they try to place it there from King. So good pressure so far then from the away side here. It was a perfect ball in from De Jesus, who put the ball in. Paolo by heading it on. Good football from Fulham. And then Gordon back towards King. Here's Mohammed for Southampton. Magoma. Doyle wins the throw. Kamari Doyle again, another highly rated player, the left forward. Another player who practices his free kicks. Remember him saying last season about that he's been having a lot of sessions with James Ward-Prowse, who's been teaching him how to perfect the free kick. There's no one better to learn from than James Ward-Prowse, that's for sure. De Jesus with the throw. Well, the Under-18s last season, they won the league, the South Premier League. Ended up beating Manchester City in the grand final and losing that. But what an achievement it was last season to get to where they've got to. A number of players have grown as well and moved on and moved their way up to the B team. Squires back for Southampton. Magoma. Bragg puts Doyle away. This is a good one from Doyle. Can Saints take advantage here? Still going, Doyle. Back to Davis. And Davis attempts the shot. So good early pressure from Fulham, but better that was from Southampton. They moved their way up the field, but just couldn't quite find the cross in the end there from Davis. Run again, here he comes again, Doyle. Through ball, this is a chance. Oh, and he's taken it brilliantly. Don Ballard. He cannot stop scoring. And he's got a goal here inside the first 6 minutes. A lovely finish. And the perfect start for Saints. The first time they've been here for 6 years. And the first real chance, they take full advantage. Well, he's not going to miss from there, Don Ballard. Once he's one-on-one, he's going to tuck it underneath the goalkeeper, and he did in style. We've been building him up going into this game, and he sure did deliver. Fantastic finish. And it's an early, perfect start for Southampton. Well, he'll be proud of that finish. And you could just tell somebody of his ability, once he's one-on-one with a goalkeeper like that, he's never going to miss. And Southampton's number 9 makes it 1-0 early on. And a lovely through ball, and credit has to go for Doyle, the way he's just pushed that Fulham defence back 3 times now in a very short space of time. Those driving runs. Here's Squires. Let's back to Mohammed. Up to Ballard. Here he is again, Doyle. Davis on the run. Dibbling. Squires plays it square. Magoma. Jaden Magoma. Amoromayo. Squires. Certainly grown into this game, and that goal will have given them that extra bit of confidence there as Magoma heads back for Southampton. Ballard again. Ballard's got it back. Oh, and the easiest of finishes. Well, the start gets better. It's Doyle this time, and Ballard turns provider. And Saints are running riot here. 2 early goals. Saints are absolutely flying. Well, don't think Ballard could quite believe his luck. Back towards Doyle. Tucked away finish. Ballard and Doyle both on the score sheet, and we've not even played 10 minutes. Well, could not script it any better for Southampton so far. Taking full advantage there. And already Doyle has been immense so far, and then he's been rewarded with the easiest of tap-ins. As De Jesus goes long for Fulham. Fulham looking for an instant response though for that second goal. Well, they really are playing with confidence now, Southampton. Here's Magoma. Amayo. Magoma. Lining up now. Bragg. Squires. And then he puts Let in possession here for Southampton. Ballard. Out to Doyle. Here's Will Armitage, who arrived at the club last year, having made a couple of senior appearances for Cheltenham at the age of just 16. Davis. Bragg. To Magoma. Doyle. Tries to put Ballard away. He might put Ballard away. Not quite. Well, Fulham have made a number of changes since their last game when they lost 3-0 to Sheffield United. They did pick up a decent point, though, last weekend, drawing 2-2 with Arsenal. Oh, it's given away here in a poor position, and Saints might win a penalty here, and they do win the penalty as Doyle's brought down, and Saints have the chance to make it 3. Well, Robinson goes into the book. Would you believe it? What a start this has been for Southampton Under-18s here in the FA Youth Cup. Well, Mikey Harris there on the edge of his technical area, the Under-18s coach, will not believe his luck. Fantastic performance his team has put in so far. Everything has gone Southampton's way so far. They could make it even better here from Ballard, who's already scored once, and now he's scored twice. And Ballard has made it 3-0. We've not even played 15 minutes. And already they can reach out and touch the quarter-finals in this very early stages of the game here in the FA Youth Cup. Ballard scored 2, Doyle's got the other. 3-0 Southampton. Lovely finish. Good penalty that was. And Dominic Ballard, who's got all those accolades from last month, as we were saying, with the amount of goals that he's scored for the B team, coming back to the under-18s and really helping out his teammates with a good penalty and a good finish to make it 1-0. He's now made it 3-0 with Doyle's goal sandwich in between the two. Let's keep the focus now, though. Here's Letts for Southampton, given away. Here's a chance, though. Oh, it is saved there from Mohammed. Strike from Lamar Gordon. So 3-0 already. To be honest, going into this game, you did feel like this might be quite a cagey start to this game between two evenly matched teams, but Southampton got out the trap so quickly. It's quite incredible. Amayor, forward it comes. Here's Ballard again. Ballard with the cross, couldn't quite find Doyle. There's Michael Allen, who dives down on that ball. The Fulham goalkeeper, who was born in Hampshire in Farnborough, signed a 2-year scholarship deal in July. He's had to pick the ball out of his net 3 times already. There's Davis. Squires. There's Magoma, back to Mohammed. Armitage. Well, Armitage was saying about those appearances he made for Cheltenham. Both are in the Papa John's Trophy. One against Chelsea Under-21s, another against Exeter, the tall and commanding defender, before making his move to Southampton. As reliable as you like at the back. But that's out from Adli Mohammed. Well, 3-0 up here after just 12 minutes, and they don't need to do anything silly now, Southampton. That's a good challenge. Doyle. Good run from Ballard. Amayo is in there. Back from Armitage, and Mohammed goes wide. The goalkeeper from Jordan. He described that win against Coventry in the third round of the FA Youth Cup as one of the best experiences he's had so far as a player. There's Magoma back to Lett, and Lett finds Armitage. Squires couldn't quite find Bragg. Fulham might score here though. Oh, they're not, because a brilliant save from Mohammed. Absolutely brilliant from Callum Osman's shot. He's made a couple of great saves already. Instinctive save. Hit that beautifully behind. Thought he got a goal back there. He wasn't denied from the keeper. And away to take the corner kick on that far side goes Delano McCoy-Splat. The cat's in there for Fulham. Robinson and King among those in the box. And the header sails wide from Harvey Araujo. Start has been beyond Saints' wildest dreams. 7th in the PL Under-18s South of Southampton. Played 12 so far, 12 points. Won 3, drawn 3 and lost 4 in the league. They've scored 22 and conceded 23. But they've picked up some good results along the way. And already putting themselves in an extremely healthy position as they try and book themselves a place in the quarter-finals away at Preston North End. So Davis to take the throw. Volleyed forward from Squires. Doyle. It's off Sonny Davis. Cameron Bragg was saying this week on our official website, southamptonsc.com, about how he has certainly been excited about their cup run so far and about what a great experience it is to play at these stadiums. It was at Villa Park the previous round, that win against Aston Villa. Doyle. Tyler Dibbling. There's a throw. Tyler Dibbling, who was on the substitutes bench against Brentford for Southampton. That was his first senior appearance last season. And then he joined Chelsea as well in July after 10 years at Southampton, and now he's back at the club. Here's Dibbling. Played back to Bradley Slade. And Armitage back to Mohammed. Magoma. Delano McCoy-Splat. To Osmond. De Jesus. There's Charlie Robinson. Robinson back to Allen. Well, as expected, the pace has just slightly slowed down, as you'd expect, after that 3-0 lead for Saints early on. It's off Bragg and De Jesus to take it. It's also the first time that Fulham have reached this stage of the competition for 3 years. Now here's Doyle again. Amoa Mayo. Dibbling. Squires. Amoa Mayo goes into the box. Dibbling tries to get there. Bradley Slade. Well, given away. Referee sees nothing wrong with it. And Amoa Mayo just can't find the target. But the high press of Southampton have done well, winning the ball back in those areas. So they look to make it 4. Davis back to Armitage. Doyle. Lovely ball, a mile. So 2 goals in from Ballard, if you're just tuning in. 1 for Doyle. Ballard scored the penalty, and it was a tap-in from Doyle, and it was a great finish for the first goal from Ballard. It's the FA Youth Cup 5th round, Saints against Fulham, here on YouTube, Facebook, and all the official channels, southamptonsc.com website and app. Zaran Paula is brought down. There will be a period at some point soon where Fulham do put Saints under pressure. We certainly saw it first few minutes, in fact, before Saints took the lead after 5. It's just calmed everybody down from a Saints perspective, but up to that point Fulham were the side actually in the first 3 or 4 minutes that were bombarding that Southampton penalty area. They're in the box as well now, but cleared from less. Bradley Slade. Off the foot of Dibbling, got the final touch there. Plays out wide, but can also play in that number 10 role as well, Tyler Dibbling. Hopefully he's okay here. The first real stoppage of the game so far. Reminder of Southampton's substitutes as options. They got forward Will Merry on the bench. Winger Joe Andrews. Fullback Alfie Prescott's another one. Centre-back Dobson Ventura. Stephen Iramone. Jay Robinson and Josh Jeffries make up the rest of the substitutes for Saints. So, first real stoppage of the game, as we say. All the 3 goals coming inside the first 12 minutes. Well, Southampton won the last 6 league games last season to seal the South title, which was a great achievement. They beat Crystal Palace, Chelsea, Leicester and Reading twice. Managed to put themselves a place in that grand final, as we were saying earlier, against Manchester City. So I believe Dibbling's going to be okay here. Here's Doyle. Great run from Jaden Magoma, but gives it away that time. Does stop it from going out for a corner there, Bradley De Jesus. Magoma. Amoa Mayor. Kicks it off, Terrell Works. Here's Bragg. Amoa Mayor back towards Bragg again. Here's Armitage. Davis. Amoa Mayor. Magoma. Ballard in the box looking for his hat-trick. Back to Bragg. Davis. Dibbling in field. Amoa Mayor. Davis flicked onto Doyle. Doyle's got Ballard in front of him. Foul given. Free kick. Referee today is Philip Eddy. Armitage back out wide and then back again towards Lett. Here's Magoma. Bragg to Armitage. Joshua Lett. Doyle. Moramayo wins a throw for Southampton, so as I say, it has slowed down, which will not worry Southampton one bit. Looking really sharp out there, Saints. Doyle and Ballard been linking up so well up front. Solid partnership at the back as well so far between Armitage and Lett. Here is Armitage. Be careful there though. Bragg. Ballard. Let's Magoma. Good run from him. There's Davis. Davis to Doyle. Ballard to his left. Try to find Dibbling. Free kick given. Well, Fulham knocked out Rochdale 4-3 in a 7-goal thriller. 2 late goals in a dramatic victory in the third round. They beat Sunderland 2-0 in the previous round to set up this 5th round tie tonight, which was confirmed fairly recently that it would be taking place this evening at St Mary's Stadium. This 7 PM kickoff. Here's Armitage. Lett to Magoma. Forward it comes there from Bradley de Jesus. Bragg, who was also saying this week about how great it is that we get a good crowd here tonight to see some of these players in action this evening, and having this live stream, which gives people a chance to see some of these youngsters in action, perhaps that we haven't seen before. Cameron Bragg saying just a perfect platform to show off their talents and show supporters exactly what this under-18s team are made of, and so far they've absolutely delivered. Bragg with a foul there though. Here's Bradley de Jesus. Back to Terrell Works, good run from him. Touch got him away from the ball though. Squires wins it back. Magoma. Joshua Lett, who's playing centre back tonight, but also plays as that left back, and he's very good in that left back position as well. He's very good getting forward and getting on the overlap. Here's Doyle. Still Doyle. Good one-on-one as well. Joshua Lett. He's had opportunities one-on-one and he's been pretty clinical. Here is Doyle down on the floor at the moment. So we had Dibbling down a few minutes ago. Hopefully Doyle's going to be okay as well. There's Davis. Back to Michael Allen. Terrell works. Through ball. They might get one back here. They're not going to, because that's good defending there from Armitage as the Paolo by came forward. Ball done well there from Kamari Doyle, who played it back to Bragg. Magoma. Amora Mayor, here's Bragg. You remember last season, it was a cold December evening last season when Saints went out to Sheffield Wednesday, saying about Cadamartri, the son of Danny Cadamartri, on the score sheet then. I remember that evening, Saints certainly had their chances, couldn't take them. They've taken 3 of them so far, though. Here's Amora Mayor. Oh, the flag's up just about. As Ballard put it wide anyway. But Ballard on a hat-trick. He just had a sniff of it there, he thought, to try and get his hat-trick. But the flag was up pretty quickly. Linesman was quick to flag. Terrell works. To Jesus on the right-hand side. Goes forward to Osmond instead. And Osmond back to the goalkeeper. Out to Bragg. Doyle. McCoy splat, and it's played back again towards Bradley Slade. Charlie Robinson. Good defending again there from Will Armitage. Here's Squires. Well, as I said, they've not really had to do anything silly, Saints, since going 3-0 up early on, and they've been very professional ever since. Fulham have had their chances as well. Had a couple of good opportunities the away side. Some good saves made as well by Adli Mohammed. Here's Doyle. Let. Bragg back to Armitage. Dibbling. Here's Doyle. Ballard's on the run. Davis might have a shot here. Once Ballard. Murawai. Back to Ballard. Not to be that time. Well, Fulham went on a good run of form towards the end of the year. They won 4 games in a row, beating Nottingham Forest, Aston Villa, Chelsea. They beat 7-1 away from home. They beat Norwich as well. It's all going Saints' way so far, though, tonight here at St Mary's Stadium. FA Youth Cup 5th round, live TV stream online. Sort of the situation well there, did Let. Works. Harvey Owalju. Dibbling to Doyle. So as we go into the last 6 or 7 minutes here of the first half of normal time. Southampton won their last game 2-1 at home to West Ham. That was 10 days ago. Merry was on the score sheet for them. He's on the substitute tonight. And Dibbling scored a 79th minute penalty. And goes to show how clinical Southampton are and can be. They had 2 attempts on target and scored on both occasions. Here's Robinson back to the goalkeeper. Risky pass. It was Fulham. They're just starting to be a bit more controlled and comfortable on the ball than they were earlier in the game. Here's Lamar Gordon. Dibbling to Doyle. Saints could be away here. Ballard ahead of him. Could have found Ballard. Nearly found Ballard. Bragg. Armitage to Bragg. Here's Makoma. Doyle. Saints started the season with a 3-3 draw at home to Aston Villa back in August. On an entertaining afternoon. Back from Works. Robinson plays it across. Squires was in there, did well. Bragg forward to Doyle. Doyle to Ballard. Armitage. And they were so free scoring last season, Southampton. They scored 80 goals in all competitions. Here's Dibbling. And they've been extremely free scoring here tonight. And the likes of Dibbling, Doyle and Ballard last season were a big part of that success for the Under-18s. As I say, they've had that experience now, that taste of B-team football. And now the B team are certainly going from strength to strength. So the Jesus take the throw then in the closing few minutes of this first half. Probably imagine a couple of minutes of stoppage time to come as well. Here's Doyle. Ballard can't quite get there. Michael Allen does. Goalkeeper actually joined as an under-9s goalkeeper for Fulham. He made his under-23s debut last season against Colchester. Bradley Slade with a throw. Ballard. It's an excellent run from Joshua Lett. Bile. And off the foot of Doyle. Saints will be happy now just to get to half-time, just to regroup now and just to, well, pretty much see out the game in this way that they have the last half an hour, really. Without having to take too many chances. Here's Armitage. Doyle. Ballard. Doyle to Magoma. Just a little bit too short for Davis. Two minutes of injury time indicated from the fourth official. Doyle. Tyler Dibbling. Moro back to Dibbling. It's Sonny Davis. Can Saints get one more before half-time? Here's Doyle. Cross from Joshua Lett. Armitage. So Adlai Mohammed. It's back to Charlie Robinson then for Fulham, who goes wide to Sonny Davis. And that is it then for the half. The perfect first half for Southampton. Certainly the perfect first 12 minutes. That man Doyle was responsible for one of the goals, tapping home. And Don Ballard, who's been involved in all three goals, was provider for the second and scored the first and the third. He's got a brace. Can he get his hat-trick in the second half? And credit to Doyle, who's been involved in two of those three goals. Those two have been immense. It's been a solid first half performance. Southampton already are very close to reaching the quarter-finals of the FA Youth Cup. They haven't got there for a long time. They haven't got here to the fifth round for 6 years. But they are extremely close to booking a place in the last 8 away at Preston North End. They've got 45 minutes, though, to see the game out. And they've got live second half coverage to come. TV coverage on YouTube, Facebook, SouthamptonFC.com and the app. Half-time here at St Mary's Stadium, though. It is Southampton 3, Fulham 0. Welcome back to St Mary's Stadium, where it is all so far so good for Southampton Under-18s, who were 3-0 up after 12 minutes. They were 3-0 up at half-time, and this is the situation then going into the second half. And that man Ballard has scored twice. Dom Ballard, brilliant finisher as it is, but he was so cool and composed with the penalty for the third goal. And one-on-one with the keeper, he made absolutely no mistake into the bottom corner. Doyle with the other goal, a tap-in after a laid-back from Ballard, and Doyle's been part of 2 of the 3 goals himself. We are live on YouTube, Facebook, SouthamptonFC.com and the app. I'm Ian Wilding for the last 16 here of the FA Youth Cup, where a place in the quarter-finals awaits the winners. Southampton are very close already, but need to stay professional and focused in the first 15 minutes here of the second half. One more goal would really send them through to the next round, no doubt about that whatsoever. Here's Armitage. Both sides unchanged in the second half. Headed high into the F and Joshua Lett. Here's Doyle. Bragg. Lamar Gordon. To Aaron Lapowder-By. So throw in the direction of Fulham. Which Bradley Slade will take. So Southampton, their first win came actually on the 3rd of September. That was a 3-0 win at home to Chelsea. Sonny Davis on the score sheet then. Jimmy J. Morgan scoring twice. And they've won 7 games since so far this season in all competitions, and looking to make it 8 here tonight. And they're going the right way about it at the moment. Here's Harvey Araujo, who was going to bring the ball forward, but the free kick's going to be taken again the second time. Here at St Mary's, back to Araujo for the second time. Lamar Gordon. Off Sonny Davis. Ballard. There's Charlie Robinson with the pass. So long ball forward there that time from Araujo. And that will do for Saints in the early stages of the second half. Armitage. Here's Delano McCoy-Splat, the captain. To Terrell Works. And Terrell Works is going to take it out of play for a goal kick for Saints. So 7 points in the last 4 games for Southampton as well going into tonight as far as the league's concerned. Beat Arsenal and West Ham. Drew to Brighton, lost to Norwich. As Bradley Slade heads on for Fulham. Bragg. Amo Aweo. Dibbling. Can he find the pass? Here's Davis. Nice footwork there, though, from Tyler Dibbling. Linking up well, and he's linked up well tonight with Sonny Davis. The two of them on that right-hand side so far tonight. Not giving them a second on the ball at the moment, either at the back, Fulham. Those two, Doyle and Ballard. Here's Magoma. Doyle. Oh, lovely footwork again. And Ballard looks for the hat-trick. And he was nearly there as well. Tip behind for Michael Allen. He could hit them from anywhere. He hit it with pace. Michael Allen saw to the situation. Corner to Saints. Did well there to force a corner from where he was as well. Whipped in. And the volley that time from Amaro Mayo. So about Sonny Davis linking up well down that right-hand side. He's had a good solid game as well at right back so far. Excellent professional, the son of Calvin Davis. Described by Mikey Harris, the Saints coach, as always enthusiastic and always positive in everything that he does. Here Fulham on the ball now, though, with McCoy Splat. Out to Jesus. McCoy Splat again. And Davis just gets there that time, ahead of Lapaulo Bai. So the one real chance so far in the second half is called for Southampton. With that shot from Ballard. Tip behind and out for a corner kick. Dibbling. Here's Amoawayo. Magoma. Lamar Gordon. Bradley Slade. And Araujo just goes back towards Michael Allen for Fulham. The Saints doing well at the moment, keeping it in the Fulham half. Let into the middle of the park for Southampton. And the flag's up. This time the run was just a little bit too early. The ball over the top that time from Joshua Squires. And Kamari Doyle is offside. Well, Fulham got some tough games to come. They've got Leicester at home next. They've got Aston Villa away, and they've got a match against Southampton to come at home at some point soon. That will be in March. Here are Fulham on the ball now is Lamar Gordon. Out for a corner kick. And Southampton, actually, they only failed to score in 3 games last season. It was a terrific achievement. And they've scored in the vast majority of games so far this campaign. They've got 3 here inside the first 12 minutes of this game. And it's stayed the same ever since. But they've got some defending to do here. Delano McCoy Splat to take the corner kick for Fulham. Volleyed down. And Doyle gets it away. And here's Terrell Works, and Terrell Works finds the cross, and Magoma volleys clear. And then the little back heel there from Callum Osmond. Live here on YouTube, Facebook and SouthamptonSC.com. It is the FA Youth Cup 5th round. 2016-17, the last time Saints got to this stage of the competition. It was a risky back pass though, and Ballard's on the chase. Gets away with it. Allen out wide. De Jesus. Magoma. Your back heel from Lamar Gordon. And a well-timed challenge there from Armitage. So another chance to look at that challenge again. Really good tackle there as Fulham are making the substitution. Off is going to come Callum Osmond. He's been immense tonight, Will Armitage. Made some really crucial challenges so far. Tom Olliot's come on for Fulham, so that's the first substitution of the evening. As Fulham look to try and get back into this game, as he's going to look to make an instant impact, the midfielder. Forward it comes though to Lapalo Bai. Robinson heads on to King. Slade to Gordon. McCoy Splat. And then the pass from Olliott on the edge of the box is a little bit away from the striker, as Gordon made the run. He's looked lively on that left-hand side so far, though, I think, Lamar Gordon, when he has got the ball. He has looked like he's got the potential to make things happen. For Saints, yeah, have been very professional since going 3-0 up in very quick succession early on. Just over half an hour to book their place in the quarter-finals of the FA Youth Cup. Back from Olliott. Here's Harvey Araujo. Olliott the substitute. Good ball to Gordon. McCoy Splat. Araujo tries to switch play out towards the right to De Jesus. Olliott wants it. Crosses it in. That's too far for everybody, including the striker, Lapalo Bai. As we approach the hour mark here at St Mary's Stadium, we might be able to see a substitution about to be made in a minute by the looks of things over on the dugout. Saints could be about to make their first change in the next few minutes or so. Good pass. Found loads of space there, and a bit of pressure let. And then he does well, Kamari Doyle, to win the free kick for Southampton. Try and get it away forward here quickly from Bragg. Here's Dibbling. Still Dibbling. Tried to put Ballard in. It's a corner kick for Southampton. Excellent play. Well, not had a great deal of corners so far in the second half, but I've got one now, and it's going to be Doyle to take the corner. Can he have an impact in another goal? Not that time. Off the head there of Armitage in the end on the far side, on that far post, and now to play for a goal kick. Well, Ali Malul is doing a decent job at Fulham. The Under-18s coach. The Saints are about to make their first substitution here. It looks like it's going to be Amial who is coming off. It is. He's had a good game out there tonight, and he's played an hour, and the change is made. So looking forward to seeing Will Merry in action here tonight, having scored in the last game for Southampton, and he's back onto the field here today for the last half an hour of this game. So a like-for-like substitution. He's just going to slot in, I think, over on that left-hand side, possibly. Or he might move a little bit further forward. I think he is, actually, and he's going to move Doyle to that left-hand side instead. But formation's still the same. Nothing changes as far as that's concerned. Charlie Robinson. Arvi Araujo. Slade. Back to Araujo. To Jesus. This is the chance, though. And not a bad effort either, in fairness, from Tom Olliott, the substitute. That's his first attempt on goal. Hit it with pace. Couldn't find the target, though. Olliott is looking to make things happen, though, in this very short amount of time that he has been on the pitch so far. Switched out from Davis. Good ball. Excellent ball. Oh, it's a lovely ball from Doyle as well. That's even better. Here's Ballard. Thought about shooting for the hat-trick. He's going to give it to Doyle instead. Was the right option. Unlucky in the end. And it's good play there. Good unselfish play. It's been easy for him to have the shot there, Ballard. Desperate for that hat-trick, but he did well there to just play it square. Murray was making the run. Doyle over the bar. Given away to Bragg, to Davis. Good perseverance though from Fulham. Here's Delano McCoy-Splat. Doyle, Ballard. Is it the hat-trick? Oh, it was so close. He's getting even closer. For a split second, I thought it was. Not far off at all. You look at that again. Well, it was over the keeper. Many times in his career, though, he's going to do that, Ballard, and he'll find the back of the net, but didn't get the angle right on that occasion, unfortunately. Here's Araujo. Headed on from Armitage. Doyle, back to Bragg. Magoma. Olliott forward for Fulham. Oh, brilliantly timed challenge there. Superb stuff there from Jayden Magoma. He had to time that well. Otherwise, it was a free kick right on the line. And he did just that. And he's just got better and better as the game's gone on, you feel, Jayden Magoma. He was making a run there. He's on the floor at the moment receiving some treatments. Is Aaron LaPaula by? But he was away otherwise and he timed it well. And Fulham have got a corner, mind you. And we're nearly halfway through the second half here. Well, Southampton have done so well over the years in the FA Youth Cup. As I say, it has been a while since they've been here. But the production of players that have come through, the production line is quite incredible. Gareth Bale, Shearer, Letitia, to name three. You could be here all day, to be honest. You could name hundreds, couldn't you, really? In the meantime, he's going to be okay. And Fulham have got a corner. They've had too many of these so far. They've got one now, though. Good header away. Good defensive work there from Ballard. Dealt with for Mohammed. Dibbling. Ballard. Squires to Bragg. Squires just gone about his business as well in a pretty professional way so far. He's on the ball now, the defensive midfielder. He can also play centre-back and right-back. Dibbling to Doyle. Doyle nearly found Davis. Free kick given. Again, Davis running sort of 50 yards up the field to try and get the ball. Good defending work for him tonight. Nearly was there to try and provide the finish there. No goals so far in the second half then. Saints are getting nearer all the time. Here's Araujo. McCoy splat over the top. The flag stays down. One back for Magoma. Here's to Jesus. Here he is again. Squires comes back to defend. And finds Merry. Merry gives away the free kick. So we're heading in soon to the final 20 minutes of normal time. Buddy de Jesus just again off the back of Magoma. When they met earlier on in the season in the league, as I say, 5-3. It was 5-1 to Fulham after 37 minutes, and they've got a chance here off the foot of Lett, and they could score, and it's well blocked again from Armitage. Bodies on the line. Yeah, Fulham were 5-1 up after 37 minutes, and Saints had a bit of a comeback in the second half with 2 goals. It wasn't enough in the end, though. Saints have got to try and prevent Fulham from having a comeback of themselves here. They are 20 minutes away. Yellow card produced for De Jesus for the foul. And talking of drama, that game against Coventry when Southampton won 3-2 in December, all the goals came after 80 minutes, went into stoppage time. Coventry scored on 80. Southampton equalising 6 minutes later. And then 104th minute, Southampton went 2-1 up. Pegged back again on 116. And then Ballard was there popping up with the winner. 119th minute, a hat-trick that evening for Dom Ballard. Here's Doyle. Magoma's going to let it go if he thinks he's going to win a corner. I think he thought he was going to. That's why he left it. Goal kick instead. Back from McCoy Splat. Here's Slade. And in the 4th round, where Southampton won by 4-1 at Aston Villa, Morgan scored twice and Dibbling scored twice. They're actually 4-0 up after 69 minutes in that game. A late Aston Villa goal. Chance here for Fulham to get back into it. They're not going to that time, though, because the shot from McCoy Splat was brilliantly saved once more from Mohammed. He's been good value for his clean sheet so far, the goalkeeper. He's made some stunning saves. He's made another one there. It just came, unfortunately, off the back there of Bragg. Good shot there from McCoy Splat. Well seen too there from Mohammed. In from Works. Terrell Works down the line. Davis. Adjudged to a foul, Joshua King on that far side. Fulham will be in a hurry here. So if they can just see out the next 3 or 4 minutes, Southampton. It's Fulham looking to get a goal here, which would make things interesting from their perspective. A little bit more than it is for their perspective at the moment. And the shot there is well dealt with there from Terrell Works. I say if they can see out the next 5, you say it's pretty much job done for Southampton. They just need to stay focused so that they are going into the remaining 10 minutes still with that 3-0 lead. Bragg out towards the left-hand side. Here he is again. Bragg tries to put Ballard away almost. Doyle might. Here's Davis. Joshua Letts down that left-hand side. Doyle. Looks to close down the pressure, the space there, putting them under pressure, but Fulham have it now, this time with Leopold Bay. And Ollie at the substitute with his second attempt of the game. Comes back again for Fulham. Here's McCoy Splat. Forward to Gordon. Gordon back to King. Lovely ball that time. Comes back to Gordon. Under Jesus' cross, and he's going to try and find the bottom corner, but no one's beating Mohamed out there tonight so far. That clean sheet so far remains intact for the final quarter of an hour of normal time. Good play there to win the ball back from Ballard in the first place. Doyle is a little bit hurt himself. Both of them, potentially, they could well be coming off, I would have thought, in the next few minutes. Although Ballard will be desperate to make it 3 and keep the match ball. I believe they can keep the match ball if they do score a hat-trick. I understand at some clubs that when they do score 3, they're not allowed to actually keep the match ball until they score a hat-trick in senior football, but I don't think that applies here for Southampton. Here's Doyle forward towards Ballard, and the header just sails over that time from the substitute Will Merry. Lovely stuff there, good touch there from Dibbling. With those trademark socks rolled down. So at half time, it's like that kind of Jack Grealish look, isn't it, for him, as a throw out towards that right hand side for Fulham, though. There is Ali Malou, the Fulham coach. He's worked with Fulham since 2018. He's actually been there for over a long period of time. Good challenge there from Magoma. Actually, originally worked over a decade at the club's foundation and academy departments. And he took over following the ex-Saints man Steve Wigley's step up to the under-23 setup. With Malou coming in as under-18s coach. They have a corner now. To Jesus for the shot. Free kick in a dangerous position here, but as it says on the big screen behind the goal there, juniors from £15 for the match against Wolves and the senior side in action Saturday afternoon, 3 p.m. kickoff. And now it is a free kick in a dangerous position, really, which Fulham haven't really had so far tonight, but they've got one now. And they are starting to put Saints under some pressure, Fulham. They've certainly not given up, and they have a free kick which Delano McCoy-Splat will take. Pretty sure he's going to take it anyway. Let's try and get one goal back here for Fulham. This is McCoy-Splat, and it sails wide. And Fulham's task, just like Southampton managed to do when they scored 3 goals in the first 12. Fulham need to do the same themselves, but the final 10 plus whatever stoppage time is allocated from the fourth official. Saints 3-0 up and looking very comfortable indeed. Not a bad free kick though there that time from McCoy Splat. Just went wide, it's given away though, and Fulham could take advantage here. Well, it was run forward there from Terrell Works, but Saints dealt with it well. Here's Gordon. Doyle. Will Merry. Dibbling just got away from him. Come again. Well, there's a chance. He could have squared it, but he finds the back of the net instead. And it is Terrell Works who does get Fulham back in this game with just over 9 minutes of normal time left. And all of a sudden it's 3-1 now. And it just becomes a little bit more nervy here inside St Mary's Stadium. Good finish, and that pressure has come from Fulham. And credit to them, the way they have put Saints under that pressure the last 10 minutes or so. And Saints have been dealing with everything that's come their way so far up to that point. And looking pretty comfortable, but now it's 3-1. Still a good scoreline with just 8 minutes left, but that will give them a glimmer, just a very tiny glimmer of hope, Fulham. Here's Lett. So try and force their way back into this last 16 tie here in the FA Youth Cup. Bragg. Well played. Good play from him. Here's Magoma. Back to Joshua Lett. Headed on there from Tyler Dibbling. It's Jeremy Newton, who's the head coach today for Saints, taking charge of things tonight. Fulham are about to make another substitution as well. Well, given away there from Lamar Gordon. Couldn't take advantage that time. Gordon does well to come back, but wins the free kick his way. Squires receives a yellow card in the process. We'll be seeing a Fulham substitution in a second. In fact, we do. Off goes Joshua King. So Jaden Kwasi is coming on. Coming into the action. In the meantime, it is Ballard there who's receiving treatment. So that's their second substitution then for Fulham. But again, it's not ideal for Ballard at the moment. Hopefully he's okay. But again, it just slows things down slightly. So 5 minutes of normal time remains. And at the moment, Southampton again I'd imagine will probably be feeling in a comfortable position still. They certainly are, but again, just a little bit more nervy since that goal went in, but they can probably prepare for about 5 minutes of stoppage time, you would think, and 5 minutes of normal time in addition to that, of course. Here come Fulham in possession. De Jesus back towards McCoy-Splat. Gordon. This would really set up a grandstand finish. Oh, this is an opportunity here, and it is 3-2. It's the substitute who played it across. Olliott from the right-hand corner of the 6-yard box. And it is Olliott with the final touch. He's going to claim it. And what was looking extremely comfortable for Saints, it's 3-2. And Fulham are going to try and force extra time here. With 4 minutes of normal time left, they need just one more goal. Well, Saints certainly didn't see this one coming 5 minutes ago. 80 minutes they scored to make it 3-1 Fulham. 86 to make it 3-2. And again, everything that does happen today for Southampton and for Fulham will certainly be a learning curve as to what to do and what not to do. But 3-0 up 5 minutes or 6-7 minutes ago. 3-2 now. How things can change. Olliott with the second goal. Works with the first for Fulham. 3-2 here on YouTube, Facebook, SouthamptonFC.com and the app. For Saints to see this game out and progress through. Well, at some point, with Ballard picking up a bit of a knock earlier, I was going to say in Doyle that at 3-0, they'd probably be taking them off now at some point, but they can't afford to be taking off their star players right now, not at 3-2. Given away to Doyle. Good play from Bragg. Just going to try and hold the ball up now and just spend a few minutes just calming things down a little bit here for Southampton to get the job done. Squires. Armitage. Just one of those, isn't it? When you're 3-2 up sometimes, naturally you may start to play a few more hurried balls than if you were 3-0 up. Final 2 minutes of normal time. Ballard. Dibbling. Lovely trickery from Dibbling. He might shoot. Oh, he does. From where we're sat here at the angle, you wondered as soon as he hits his boot at the pace that he does, you wonder where on earth that's going to end up, but wide it went. Here's Letts with the pass. Lamar Gordon. Lamar Gordon's going to win a free kick here as well in a dangerous position, and I think Sonny Davis, the referee's going to be having a word with him here. Saying no more, giving him a warning. Very dangerous position here. Pressure upon pressure from Fulham. Works and McCoy-Splat stand over the ball. There's McCoy-Splat. Straight at Doyle. That might go out for a throw to Southampton. It does. That'll be a relief for Saints for now. Stoppage time is moments away. Lovely ball though for Ballard. Well, could have been if the goalkeeper saw to it well though. Came out quickly. 4 minutes of added time then. As you can see there from the fourth official. Could have been a lot more, I think, so it's probably a relief for Southampton that it is the 4, but they've still got 4 minutes to stay focused and stop Fulham from getting another one here. De Jesus steaming forward. The Polo by. One back from Merry. Doyle. They can take the corner as fast as they can. Easier said than done. As soon as they can get it over towards that corner flag, that'll be the plan now for Southampton. That will do though. Aimed up towards Merry. In the end, that comes off Magomo, who's had an excellent game out there tonight, as we said earlier. Away from Robinson. Davis. Bragg out of play. Throw to the away side. They might get one last chance before the end. As Bradley De Jesus' touch is heavy. Which is a relief to those supporters opposite where we are. Right in front of them. Exactly what they wanted at this stage of the game. Keep it in that corner, that's all they need to do now. Crowd of players there and everything going Saints' way over in that corner for the moment. Ballard off his opponent. Doyle just trying to keep it in that corner then. Final minute of stoppage time now we're heading into right now. And this is exactly how Saints so far would have envisaged injury time panning out. Keeping it in Fulham territory. Winning those throws. Fulham not being able to keep the ball in play. To Doyle. Last 30 seconds. Doyle with the foul. It is now or never for Fulham. Saints just need to get this away and deal with this, and they've got the job done. If they don't, we're heading into extra time. Look at the watch from the referee. They've done it. They're into the quarter-finals of the FA Youth Cup. After a nervy finish, it was so comfortable for so long, but they get the job done. And for the first time in many years, Saints are into the last 8 and 2 wins away from the FA Youth Cup final. A fantastic night for the Under-18s. A great night from Doyle, who scored one and provided one. An even better night for Don Ballard, who scored twice and provided the other. They all put a shift in tonight. They all did their bit. They were 3-0 up after 12 minutes, and that was enough to see them through. But my goodness me, was it nervy at the end. Through to the quarter-finals of the FA Youth Cup, where they will travel to Preston North End. It is job done here at St Mary's Stadium. Thank you very much for watching tonight, this live stream, YouTube, Facebook, and on southamptonfc.com. A reminder, the senior team are in action on Saturday at home to Wolves. That's a 3 o'clock kickoff. And then from midday on Sunday, Saints women are in action and they go to Sunderland, third in the table at the moment, and also looking to really build on this excellent campaign that Saints have had after that win against Crystal Palace last week. But here it is tonight, all about the Under-18s, and they've done their bit, and they march on to the last 8 of the competition. And who knows just how far they can go. They've beaten Coventry, they've beaten Aston Villa, and now they've beaten Fulham to get to the last 8. Full time here at St Mary's Stadium. It finished Southampton 3, Fulham 2.